All right, great day. How are you doing today? Well, all I have to say is, doesn't that cover The Economist really show what happened this week with the market? Yeah, we're gonna have like a little down, up, down. Oh, big up day Thursday, and then down on Friday. Yeah, pretty much told us exactly what they were gonna do, didn't it? Yes, it did. All right, let's get into the rest of the market. The crypto space that, yeah, we were waiting for that crash. All right, so Black Friday sale is on. I will post up the link. Let me put it on over here. Let me come on down. Okay, so the link to join into the free giveaway is being posted right now. Boom, right there. That is the link for the free giveaway contest that I am doing. Make sure that you like, tweet, share out my live streams, drop your Tradingview handle. Right now the odds are pretty good. Only a couple people have joined in on the contest so far. So 652, 53, 585, 67, 229, 11, and 458, 10. Those are the limits for today that I will be posting out right here. Boom. All right, let's bring this on over here. All right. It's a little sleepy day today for me. How is your day? I think really that the cover of The Economist just really sort of says everything for last week. Now, anything goes. Does that mean that Trump is accepting anything? Because that is a red Make America Great Again hat with money, jewels, gold. Do you see gold on there? I see gold. And it looks like pearls, but no silver. But I see gold. Definitely watching gold going into next week. All right, let's bring it back on over here. Let me tweet out the limits for today. I don't think we're going to get there. 7% is huge. I really don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. Great day, Glenn. Hey, Willie. Good morning. Oh, wow. That sounded very country, didn't it? Oh. All right. So what do we have? Let's just look for fun. Let's look for fun at the Qs. What do we have moving up? Oh, Costco. Bleeding. Oh, wait, that's yesterday. Let's go to pre-market. Very, very nice. All right, NVIDIA's up 0.5%. Lagoog. Intuit is up. Regeneron. Starbucks, since they dropped the price of coffee, the biggest expense, like with aviation. Howdy, y'all. All right, so right now let's go and check out the others as well over here. The others. Gold and silver. I'm going to put gold and silver on today. That is what I'm watching for sure. Reddit is up. Russell, Tesla, NVIDIA. Microsoft, not so much. A lot of other things. All right. Webull is up 10 cents. That's not very much. My mouse is going crazy on my SUGP, 16%. Light. What is light? Yes. No. Oil. Oil is the biggest expense in aviation for airlines, right? Lumentum Holdings. This is up 10%. Not on earnings. Are they illuminating something with that? Oh, you know what? There's no music. I got a later start today, so I'm not quite as awake as usual. I enjoyed some rest. Oh my goodness, my mouse on my other computer. It is not that much fun. MicroStrategy is down. Coin is down. I said, watch out for all those upgrades, right? Yesterday, watch out. MicroStrategy. Coin. SMCI. Ooh. How many shares in this? This has had a doozy. Let's see, since earnings. 35.10. Still pretty low. Sophie, Ethereum are killing it to the downside. SLV, I will put SLV on here because I am looking at not SLV. Schlumberger is up. All right. I have hair in my mouth. SLV. GDX. I've got the hair. Coin. Yep, I see you guys. XXRP is down too. Great day, Carlos. Yascono. I'm going to put XXRP on here. No. Let's go. Let's check out BABA. Let's see what China stocks are doing while everyone else is not aware. BABA looks like it wants to bounce off of that 90. It is down, but it looks like it really wants to bounce. So we're going to add BABA there. Just because it is down pre-market does not mean it's going to stay down, i.e. the entire market yesterday. Just because it's up does not mean it's going to stay there. What goes up can come down. All right. Let's get into the crypto segment. Let me tweet out what we are covering today. I need my coffee. Oh, yes, I need my coffee. I don't know that I've ever yawned this many times on a live stream. I enjoyed some sleep today. All right, we got Starbucks bringing in that coffee. Everybody needs it to keep their eyes open after watching crypto all night with the crypto crash. I have to say, I did not sleep well last night. I woke up at 2, I woke up at 4, and then I didn't really go back to bed. I went back to bed maybe like from 5 till 7. So I did sleep somewhere, but not. I usually just sleep all the way through and wake up at 6:15. However, I have been saying they sold crypto, all of them except for Zcash. So Zcash might have that bigger opportunity to make it on up to 1,000. All right, there's the cryptos that we are going over. Let's get into it. So if you are new to my live stream, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you have been here for a while, you know that I am looking at that really big money, right? So the big money for October, right over here, 110,924 even. All right, that's the biggest level for the daily for Bitcoin. Biggest level for Ethereum is 38.70 and 79 cents. XRP 241.05 has not moved. XLM has not moved. 0.3. Oh yes, actually it has. I stand corrected. Uh-oh. I can't take that call right at this moment. 0.32 4281 Doge. Oh, usually I get a good 8 hours of sleep. I'm usually a good 8-hour sleeper. Yeah, I didn't get that last night. 193.63. Sleep is good. I like sleep. There were times when I would only sleep about 4 hours a night when I was younger. Now I like 8 hours. Really like it. Just a lot of stuff going on, and you know, sometimes wake up, hot, cold, just setting up the heat for the house, getting this sweet spot where it's not too hot, it's not too cold. Like, what is it? Little Red Riding Hood. Where she would taste the porridge. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. That's the way I need it to be at night. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. All right, so for Bitcoin, my Bitcoin trading levels for today, I would remain short below 81,000, and I would go long for, I'm talking day trade, above 86,100. Big money is at 82,066 and 25 cents on the intraday point of control. Let's look at Ethereum. Great day. All right, so $28.20 for potential long on Ethereum. Potential short, I'd put it below $26.60 there. $26.60, $28.20, and big money's at $26.87.59 for today for that intraday level. XRP. I'm liking this song. Woo-hoo. All right, for XRP, potential short below 186. Potential long above 198, 1.985. Big money is at 1.9073. right, potential long on XLM above 0.235 or potential short below 0.2235, and big money's at 0.227676 for the day so far. Let's check out Doge. 13 cents there. Remember, anything you have in crypto, in my opinion, you have to be willing to lose 100%. What happens if they turn off the network tomorrow? What happens if they turn off the Bitcoin network? How much do people lose? Maybe that's why that little billionaire that bought in at, 16 has now sold, supposedly. Maybe he knew to sell. Doge levels below 0.134, above 0.142. Big money on the intraday is at 0.1381. On to Solana. Remember, we had Melania Trump issuing out her NFTs, non-fungible tokens, on Solana. I like that song. That was fun. This one sounds heavy. The drama of the market. Kind of sounds like The Purge. 122, 128.50. Oh, yeah. Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that? In my opinion, if I can go into a little... what's the word? A little bit of sign language. All right, 122 and 128.50. All right, Zcash seems to have a little bit of toppiness happening. However, still in the upward momentum. Oh, well, I think the creator is as reliable as our government budget. Let's put it that way. All right, 610 for potential short on Zcash, 679.50 for potential long, and big money is at 662.17 right there. All right, that's it for the crypto space. Doesn't it sound like The Purge? That's what's happening in the market. The market is purging. So is crypto. If crypto disappeared tomorrow, how would you feel? If crypto was gone, how would you feel? If for example, all social media went away tomorrow, do you live your life on social media? Would you feel lost? Would you not know how to connect with a fellow human, a fellow individual, your neighbors, people at the grocery store, whatever? Would you know how to communicate with others? Or would you be totally left behind? Yes. Mm-hmm. What if currency was no longer tied to paper? It's the currency of energy. How is your energy? Are you positive? Are you negative? Are you loving life? Do you have a positive filter? Do you have a negative filter? What if it had to do with how you live your life and how you treat others? All right, Google levels here. Big money on Google is down below at 251 for the daily point of control. Our intraday level is hanging out at 290.52. We got 508 billion there. Let's check out our short volumes. We have been taught, great day, Space Hammer. We have been taught by school systems and everybody that we must adopt the banking system. Have you ever done research about who started the first bank? It was the Vatican. So it goes back to religion. How much did they originally want everybody to pay into the bank with their money? 10% of everything, right off the top. Then there were taxes that were developed. And then there was this, and then there was that. Then there was, taxes to the state or the territory, right? So it's quite interesting that the first banking system was tied to religion. 82.80 and 83.50 for Starbucks. There's 1.13 billion in the float. Our daily point of control, I have not had it on here because I haven't been looking at Starbucks. There we go. 85.54. Sorry, correction. 84.54. Short volume. I should have just done this all the way through. SBUX. 55% short volume. Oh, we could see a nice short squeeze on some stocks today. NVIDIA's at 52%. If we have a short squeeze on NVIDIA, it will happen with the broader market. Not so much on Tesla, 49% short. Frank is saying, folks think that a lot of crypto investors are going to go to metals with this drop. Yes, I did put a post out saying money is like water. It does flow, right? If you see that people are selling, it has to go somewhere else. Where is it going? Is it going to metals? Metals did not really crash, right? Like the rest of the market. If we look at gold and silver, yesterday was a doji day. It wasn't a crazy, massive drop like pretty much all the other stocks. Silver had a bit more of a drawdown. However, it wasn't that crazy. It was more after hours, like after the market closed, that silver dropped. But we are bouncing off of these big money levels. Gold has held its big money level of 4,008. Silver is holding its big money level of 48, 43.50. So these two are holding their support. Maybe these guys just wanted to get in and be greedy. No, they'd never want to be greedy, would they? Let's see, copper futures. I want to say it's CU. Yeah, copper futures. Don't discount copper. Okay, fine. Filling out this agreement. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I want copper, 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 copper. I'll pull this down here so we can still look at stuff. Okay. J'accept. Nope. It's very interesting that they want all of this. What do I want? I just want to look at it. Can I just look at it? Okay. There we go. Okay. Now they should give me the copper agreement. Exactly, Willie. All right. Now they should give me this copper. Copper futures. Let's see here. What happened to the copper futures overnight? Okay, so copper kind of dropped as well, right? It's rocketing, rocketing, rocketing. However, I see a bit of a trend line here. So it looks like copper might be ready for pulling back down if it cannot reclaim that. Interesting, interesting. And Willie always says, hey, gold and silver at the 80 mark. It is at 81. Dollar has gained a little of it in value. How has the dollar gained in value? Like, I just don't understand that. How has it gained in value? All right, let's go to NVIDIA. But it's true that if the money was sold out of crypto, where is it going? Because it didn't go poof into thin air, right? Like a digital file that gets deleted. Oh, wait, that could happen to crypto. That if this money is being sold, look to see where it's flowing. Where did big money come in? Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Let's look at Moby Trading, my buddy. Let's see if we have a Barron's covered too. So we've got this, anything goes, anything goes. All right, let's look at Barron's. I'm not really a fan of this song, so I'm gonna change it. If you don't like it as well, it's a little too heavy for me. Yeah, phew. Oh, I can breathe. That was a little too dark. Okay, so we don't have another one. Barron's Beyond Buffett. So it looks like they're suppressing him. Somebody's hands are holding him back, right? No, you're being held back. And then everybody is facing the other way as he's trying to leave the party. Maybe they're saying, don't leave the party. All right, 182.50 for potential long, 180.50 for potential short on NVIDIA. 23.3 billion. This has big money hanging around right here. Our most recent one was 182.07. So we are a yellow. They are positioning on NVIDIA. Tesla coming down. It looks like on the bigger picture we have somewhat support over here at 379.72 zone. On the intraday, big money's up at 401.38. Yeah, let's put it at 402 for a potential long there. Or potential short. It's pretty, let's put it at 398 right there. 398, 402, float 2.8, I want to say billion. 2.3. And big money's at 446.30. All right, let's go to light. Light. Let there be light. Horizontal. Ding. 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 All right, big money right here is at 233.49. The float is 68 million. This is gonna get a light yellow. Let's watch out for this one. It could have some bigger moves to it. We got to go up above here. Let's put it 255. 255 even. 255, and let's make it a green line. Why? Because that's the way I like my charts. All right, and we got to go below the big money level here. They're at 230.99 on the intraday. So let's do 233. No, we can do 228 here. 228. It might only come down to 225, but still that's 3 points. 228 and 255. Let it get up above the 233, all that zone there. So that is a bit of a caution, and it is not even earnings. All right, let's go to MSTR. What do you all think money is? Do you think that the dollar is done? Do you think they're trying to step away from the dollar, trying to push Bitcoin? How do you feel about all this Bitcoin advertisement by major hedge funds after this crazy drop? How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel like you missed out on the move, or thank God I didn't get in? Dramatic question for the day. Dramatic music. Big money's at 173.29 right there. MicroStrategy is at 267. Big money level from earnings is at 199.34. Looks like they sold heavily 3 days ago. Let's go to Coinbase. Was it taken off the market? Big money for earnings is all the way up here. 308.41. They really sold on coin. You know what I haven't really been watching? Meta. All right, 241 for potential long trade on coin and 233 for continued potential short. 220 million All right, let's go to silver. So silver has held on the futures and also on the chart for holding the big money level. To me, it's kind of like they're saying, hey, you know what? Here's the thing. If Roaring Kitty, if we all bought some futures contracts and then called them for delivery, you know how screwed the banks would be? That's where we need to put the money. Instead of options, we need to all buy. We should pool money. It should be the people's pool for silver contracts. Buy the silver contract, call it, and then the price is going to go insane. Insane. I bet that would be pretty cool. We gotta get like a class action lawyer, put it together. Everybody donates money, and then the people that donate create this massive run on silver. There's not enough silver to call all the contracts, is what the point is that I'm saying. So if everybody goes out and starts buying silver coins for everybody for Christmas, as a Christmas gift, guess what? There's not enough silver. I find that it's also right around when the contract is changing and expiring, when it's about to roll forward, that is when you see a bigger jump in the price. Is right when the contracts are rolling or callable. Their expiration dates. $44.20. I'm going to do $45.30. Silver is 538 million. And big money is at 43.62. It doesn't need to be bold though. I'm just going to leave it bold. I want everybody to see that silver is on the move. All right. GDX over here. 72. Look at how it is moving on up already. I'm going to leave it up here at 74. And I'm going to check over here. What is SLV for short volume? 67% short from yesterday. Potential short squeeze there. Let's check on GDX. 43%. Let's check GLD. Maybe GLD is even better. 54%. All right. I don't know why people would want to short gold and silver right now, because the banks are losing control. They are the biggest manipulators of gold and silver. They have no money. They have bad debt. I need to put this over here. GDX, how much is in their stock float? 298 million. And their big money level is 72.49. All right, let's go to Baba. PP, what are you talking about? The People's Party? The People's Pool? They're manipulating everything. I can't read that out loud because it might get a strike. So I don't want that. If you guys want me here, I'm not going to say it. Easy as pie. All right, 150, 150, and 153. And the daily point of control, People's Pool. Got it. Ooh, we have earnings coming up over here. 165.52 is what I want to say is the most recent one. Yeah. Ooh, it's not on earnings. Very interesting. 165.52 for Baba. If we see this flip down below before earnings, there's a good chance that they're buying to take it higher. All right, let's go to Dow. Let's see what we got going on. Did they change any of their big money levels? Did they buy lower? Nope, 466.13. All right. On average, like I said, it tends to be just about max 10 days below their big money level before they load up and they take it higher. So let's put it up above 461.20 or below over here 459.50. So 426 would be the first limit halt if it were to get there. But we're bouncing off of, you know what's also interesting is let's take it to a 3-day. We tend to bounce off of the 15. Okay, no, we're lower. Let's just go back on the Dow. 33 right there on the 3-day. We're below the 33 on the Russell on the 3-day. Let's check out the Qs. 33 3-day test. And the SPY, ooh, 33 3-day test. Do you see why I like the 33? It doesn't always hit things, but when it hits, okay, this means we're definitely bearish on the Russell because we're below it. But that 33 tends to play out as a support area. 230.50 and 231.50. Bring this on over here. All right, big money is still up there, 244.05. All right, let's go to the Qs. I thank you all for joining me this morning. It's always fun to have people commenting, sharing opinions. Do you think that Bitcoin is the answer to the future economic problem of the world? Yes or no? Have a great one, Willie. 5, 687 and 589. Big money level is up at 6. Is that correct? They popped it all the way up there? Yes, they did. It's up at 611.30. Oh, you want me to do AMD? You got it, Roger. Sorry, I forgot about that. Let me finish up with the SPY and I'll do AMD for you. 671.94, that is correct. 657 up here for potential long and potential short. I'm going to say 654.50. All right, let's go to AMD for Roger. If you have any other stocks, crypto you'd like me to check out, put it in the chat. Ooh, Roger, I hope you were short. I hope you caught that to the downside, right? All right, to the upside, we are in retracement mode. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. Let's put up above 290.50 or below 206 right there. All right, there you go. And don't just have a good day, have a great day, a great weekend, and I shall see you on Monday. Until then, card pay profit, seize your profits one trade at a time. Bye for now.